What's going on, guy? What's up? What's up? What's going on? I'm about to start in about 2 minutes. Like, if you are here, just say something in the comment sections in the chat so I can know that you are here. So if you are here, welcome. All right, welcome to the live show. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and start it. Let me go ahead and put this music down or off. If you guys can hear me, let me know so we can go ahead and get started. All right, guys. So let's start. Those are my plays. Man, Arden was really bad yesterday. Rubio bad. Bogdanovich bad. Noel got hurt in the first quarter, came back, then did nothing in the second quarter. So Grant, Schroeder, Holiday, Oubre was basically the guy that went. Napier, Napier also got hurt, came back, but those were the only guys that come through. Still end up with a good night in the KFD. I take a loss there, but the total overall was a positive day for me, so that's good to see. So let's go ahead and jump to. I'm gonna do them now together, meaning like I'm gonna go guards with DK and FD, then guards, and then shooting guard, and so on and so on. So, all right, so let me go ahead and go to DK real quick. Actually, it's probably better to do it one by one. So I'm going to start with DK, guys. Let me go to the DK website. All right, so Kyrie, I love Kyrie today. Last game, he let a lot of people down, but definitely looking forward to play him today. So Kyrie is, as if you guys watch my video, Kyrie was basically my star for the night. 8.7. I see him get 50 in this game easily against the Detroit Pistons. So Ham and Wall should be going at it. So that's why I got both of them in there. So as far as was, by the way, it's a 4-game slate, so that's why I go top 4 rather than top 5. All right. 3-game slate, I will go top 3, and then 5-game or more, I will go top 5. So Walls, even though he's on a back-to-back, he plays back-to-back now, so I don't see any problem. Wall should be fine, and then let's check Detroit real quick. So Jackson will be out since he just came back, so they're not gonna play him in the back-to-back game. So definitely, the only thing is Bruce Brown is now in play, so Bruce Brown is back, so might be entering the starting lineup. So that's the player I don't have on my list, but I definitely like him as a point guard or small forward for DK. He's only 3.9K there, and you know Bruce Brown have a nice ceiling. So definitely, if it's a guy you guys might want to take a chance on because he is back. So CP3 back. Another a lot of four of the games is our back-to-back games. So you have Detroit and Brooklyn. Nobody play. Detroit played last night, but Brooklyn didn't play. OKC and Minnesota both play. Bulls play. Cleveland didn't play, and then Lakers and Philly. Both of them were off yesterday. So four of the games. I mean, not four of the games, but four of the teams played last night and then done. So marketing. So as of right now, let's see, do they still have marketing gonna be out for like 4 to 6 weeks or something like that? So I feel like Dunn got to do a little bit more scoring now. So for that I like him. I'm not sure what happened yesterday. He had 30 fantasy points in the first after the third quarter. Then he only had like two more for the rest of the game. So I'm not sure what happened there, but definitely like to looking forward to play him today. Hey, what's up, Lou Sala? What's going on? Hey, Thomas, man. What's going on, man? Hopefully you guys had a great night yesterday. Okay, so for shooting guards, Shy. Hey, today, just like I always said, I'm always into those guards for OKC, all three of them. So we don't know yet as far as Adams. So if Adams is out and we only know Noel is out, which means like those guys gonna have to do all the scoring. Even if Adams is playing, I'm definitely still gonna be on all three of them. All right. So I know it's a back-to-back, so people might be don't wanna go back to CP3, but me, I'm still looking forward to play CP3. Same thing with Shy. Shy price went up. That's the only thing. That's why me personally, I like CP3 better than Shy, but I like all of them. Shy on DK is 7.6. That's not bad compared to FD where he's like 8.1K. Yeah, so yeah, plus Gallo out too. So I had Gallo on my list, but I had to X him out. The fact that he's out. Actually, I knew because last time they were on a back-to-back, Gallo was out too. Even though I know they say it's finger, but I think it's they only put him out because it's the back-to-back game. I think it's mostly for West than his finger, because they did the same thing last time they were on a back-to-back. Okoji, he entered as far shooting guard. They enter him in the starting lineup yesterday. So I'm not sure if they're gonna do the same thing. I'm hoping that's the case here. And he is only 3.7K. So definitely gonna be a popular play, but to me that will be a good chalk. It's a 3 game slate, and then when you don't have that many players in the lower price that can get you 30 fantasy points, and he is capable of doing that. So why not take a chance there against a team like OKC? Most likely OKC gonna win this game. OKC has been really good, man. They are number 7 right now, so and they're not too far from number 5 actually. I think they're only 1 game back from as far as the win column against Houston, but as far as the lost column, I think they're only like 3 games back. All right, so Sexton. Usually I put Sexton in the point guard, but since I'm going with 4 players here, I put Dunn here. So I put Sexton in the shooting guard. I mean, we all saw what Sexton did last game. So definitely Sexton is a guy I'm looking to play. And then now that we have Brown back, so we can actually put, if I want, I can even put Sexton. I can even put Brown here too, because Brown is playing today, and we have the Detroit point guard is out. So his name is again, I'm done about Jackson. He's out. So Brown should see good minutes there, but since he's coming back from his back, I'm not sure if he's gonna be playing 30 minutes, but at least he should see 20 plus minutes tonight at 3.9K. Definitely gonna adjust some of my lineups and put him in there. And then Levine. The thing about Levine, the price, man, I put him here. The price is crazy, 9.2K. That is an expensive price. But now he has to show a lot of the scoring. 9.2 is a lot of money to spend on him, but still, you might want to have him in some lineups. I'm not looking to play him that much in DK, to be honest. But if I'm gonna look for the best five, best four shooting guards of the night, after take out those Woes that is also a shooting guard, Levine has to be in there. So even though he's 9.2K, could still be a popular play because the guy can go for 60, as you see that before early in the season. When was the last time he had 60? He had 68 back in January 18 against Cleveland. So he's playing Cleveland again tonight. There's no way that's going to happen. I don't see him get that. But, he had 68, basically 69 against Cleveland, which was less than about a week ago. He had 68 against Cleveland. Not saying that's going to happen, but it's possible for him to get you 50 plus here. But the price is just very, very high. I'm not on him as much, but he's definitely one of my top four shooting guards for DK. And for small forward, James, 10.4K. Definitely have to put him in there. James is James. The guy has been great. Only had basically one. His lowest output, I think, of the season was 42 fantasy points, which is crazy. Even the guy that even Arden lowest output is less, or Giannis has a less output. So you got to give it to James here. Harris, 7.1K, like the price. And yes, out of all the games, the Philly game, if you want to start every single one of those games, the last game will be the hard one to start because you have a lot of players in this game that are pricey. Because you're gonna have you have James, Davis, and then who else in there? As far as Philly, you have Simmons. Once you put those three guys in there, it's gonna be hard to put anybody else if you wanna do that. So, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. So Harris, 7.1K, definitely. Now that Embiid is not gonna be back tonight, so Embiid has been back in the court doing training and stuff like that, but he is not ready to get back on the court yet. So Harris definitely should be me. I rather play Harris rather than play Simmons, but I'm looking forward to play both. But I still rather go with Harris with that 2.3K discount, and he does have a ceiling where he can outscore Simmons, or even if he has 10 less men than Siemens or anything like that, but Siemens also have a high ceiling too. So, but Harris as fast small forward, definitely one of my top four. And then Levert, I like him. Last game, you saw him with 22 fantasy points in the first half, but end up with only like 27, 28 because of the blowout and the fact that the team wasn't playing good. But still like him, I just cannot wait. They need to put him back in the starting lineup. He should be good enough now to enter in the starting lineup. Then again, it doesn't matter if he's coming off the bench. The price is just too good for me not to have him in there. Dunn, I told you the reason I like. Why do I have Dunn? So I got it. So I'm gonna let's take since I have Dunn in the point guard position, I'm gonna put him. I don't need to talk about him twice. So let's put Brown in there. What position they have Brown for? So they have Brown as a small forward too. So let's have him in there. So Bruce Brown, that's Bruce Brown. So Bruce Brown, I already talked about him. I like him, 3.9K. Definitely want to take a chance on him. Dunn is a point guard, small forward. So I already have them in there. I don't want to put him twice when I can add somebody else. Power forward, Davis. Since Davis came back, he hasn't really been that good, to be honest. And he has yet to play over 30 minutes. The most he plays 30 minutes, but some of those games has been blowout. 22 fantasy, 28, 22, 47, and 38 fantasy points. So he hasn't been good, but in a 4-game slate with that price, definitely looking to play Davis. Davis will be one of my most popular play, so I'm looking forward to playing him. Offered, I also got the price 6.4K, I believe. Let's see, offered here 6.5K against this is gonna be not a good matchup because he got to go against a lot of big guys there. You got to go with Howard, Davis, and possibly Maggie if Maggie is fine. As of right now, me personally, I want Maggie to be out of this game for one reason only, and you guys will find out later. So looking forward to play Offroad, not because I like him, it's just because it's a 4 game slate and we don't have that many choices. All right, and points. Let's see how much is points here. DK for some reason put points only as a oh they change. Let's see points what they have him. They only have him as a power forward. They should have him as a power forward and small forward. So definitely I'm looking to play points. He is not expensive. We don't have that many choice. That's a great matchup against Detroit at 5.1k. So definitely gonna look forward to playing. Most likely in a 10 game slate, points would be somebody I would not be playing. So definitely looking at him. But a player actually like a little bit better than points is Young. Young is cheaper and he is also going against Cleveland. So Todd Young 4.4k gonna be a popular play. I was expecting a little bit more than what he did yesterday. Had a great first half, but in the second half, everything was a little bit different for a lot of teams, especially for the Bulls. So, but I'm still looking forward to play him at 4.4k. Another player I didn't talk about, guys, is Love. Love as a power forward. I'll talk about him a little bit more when I get to FG, but definitely a player I like too. As far as center, Towns, Drum, Thompson, Allen, I like them. All right. I know I only put 4 here, but I will talk about another player that I don't have in there later. Towns, definitely like him. The price was 10. Let's see, Towns is 10k exactly against OKC. I know it's a back-to-back game. I don't see why Towns can't. So to me personally, I like a 2 center night for me in ZK tonight. So Towns will be a player I'm looking to play. I see him definitely on a night like tonight. 50 from Towns could be great, but I'm hoping he can get us 60 fantasy points here. And Drum, yesterday they say he was gonna play, then they changed it. So right now they have him playing, but then again, things can change. So if he is able to go, I know I think he lost a tooth or something like that. So if he is able to go, then at that price, I could have a lineup where I got both Drum and Towns in there. Definitely could be something different than a lot of people are gonna be doing. So I'm looking forward to do that. I have a crazy lineup out there right now. It's crazy, yeah. And I think in this lineup I have like 3 guys that have probably 4 guys that 4k or less in there. So by trying to do something crazy, something different in the 4 game slate, because a lot of lineup gonna look very, very similar. So you're gonna have to try to do something different. Thompson, yes, he let a lot of people down last game, so a lot of people might not go back to him. But 5.9k against the Bulls, it seems that are very bad when it comes for the front court players. So and then now you have all those guys out. So Thompson definitely a guy I'm looking to play, and hopefully he can bounce back. Allen, it's gonna depend. Let's go to Brooklyn real quick. So let's see center. So Clarkson, let's see. Clarkson is questionable. So and then you have Jordan is still questionable. So those guys, it's all depend. So most likely here, let's put Howard next to him. So Allen here, it all depend. I like him, but we like him less if those guys gonna be back, because this game doesn't really fit Allen much. It's more fit like a DeAndre Jordan. So if Jordan is playing, I probably like Jordan a little bit more than Allen here. And then now they have Allen only at center in DK, so I wish he was powerful in center, but center, Allen would probably be my least out of all those guys that I have in there. And out of all those 5 players, Allen would probably be my least. Howard, here's the thing about Howard. It's all depend. There's no way I'm not going to have Howard if he is starting. Okay, 5.2k against Philadelphia, especially without Embiid. With Embiid, it doesn't matter. I would still have Howard. So hopefully, Howard will get a start again. If that's the case, then that's definitely gonna make it a 2 center night to me in DK. And then in FD, it's gonna be something where you're gonna have to decide what you wanna do. So let's go to my FD guys real quick. If the guys players are the same, then I'm not even gonna talk about them again. And a lot of them are the same. So FD point guard are the same. Kyrie, Paul, Rose, done. So I already talk about those guys. In shooting guard, the only difference I have here, I have Schroeder. So let me go to FD real quick. And like I told you guys, I love Schroeder 6.2K there. And then Levine is cheaper in FD. He is 8.6K in FD, so definitely like him better in FD. I can see myself playing him a lot in FD because when you look at shooting guard position, you have him. Another, I think I rather play Levine over Shy in FD. Maybe he's only 500 more than Shy in FD compared to DK. In DK, is Shy is like what 1 point? How much is Shy again? Let's see, shooting guard. Shy, okay, so yeah, 1.6K more. That is a big difference. Living is 1.6K more, so I rather go Shine in FD, indicate than Living. And then Wiggins, I think they're about the same price in both sides. 7K in DK and in FD. Live, how much is in FD? Let's see, Wiggins. Yeah, same price, but the way the position work, I still like him a little bit more in FD. In FD you have basically him. Yeah. So another guy I didn't put in there in FD that I like is I can put in there is Levert. So I like Levert in both sides, but in FD you have another guy, a cheap guy, two guys, Furkan Korkmaz. He might get this start, should get this start for Josh Richardson. So that's another guy, a cheap player you guys probably be able can use on your lineup. Last game, once J. Rich got hurt, he ended up with 27 fantasy points on 27 minutes. So that's a guy that you guys might want to have in your lineup too. And then, of course, Bruce Brown, now that we know he's playing, he's only 4.3K there, so that's another player. So there are a lot of choices in FD as far as constructing your lineup, especially the shooting guard position. Now, for small forward, in FD, you have Markeith is less than 5K, I believe. 4.6K, so I like him a little bit better in FD. I like him better in FD than ZK. The way the line of construction definitely like him better. And James already talk about Tobias, and already talk about Okoji. So I'm not even gonna repeat those again. Davis, Love. Here's a player I want to talk about, Muscala. I have Muscala in FD. The power forward position, we don't really have much there. So we have Love. I like Love. Love only 7.1K there compared to 7.9 in ZK. 7.1K, definitely love that price. And Davis is 10.6K, so that's very expensive. But I still like him. I still think he's gonna bounce back, has a better game than he had since he came back. So I like him there. Jared Allen is a power forward there. If you wanna use him there, you can. But it's like I said, it's all depend on what's gonna happen with those other guys like Clarkson and of course in the center position, DeAndre Jordan. And then Thad Young, I still like him in both sides. So I have him as one of my top 4. And now that Noel is out, so that's a guy we can X out of the list. And then Covington and Wood. Covington, since Towns come back, it's not the same anymore. Wood, now that there's a chance most likely Drum gonna be playing, so we're not gonna jump on him like we did last game. So definitely we don't really have that many choices in FD when it's come for the power position. It's Davis, Love, and Offord if you wanna go there. Not really for me in FD when I can go either Young, Muscala. Muscala could get the start in this game. Alright, so if Muscala get the start in this game, there is basically nobody there. Yes, they're gonna play some players like some of the small forwards. Sometimes they're gonna go small, but with Towns, you're gonna have to have a big guy there. And then if Adams is not playing, now if Adam is playing, we're gonna have to play Adams because that's gonna be at 5.7K. Definitely you need Adams, some Adams in your life tonight if he is playing, because Adams could have a great night if he is playing. But again, it's an ankle problem, so sometimes when you start playing on it, it could get worse. So they might decide to uh, give him the night off. Then again, the reason they didn't play him yesterday because they know it was a back-to-back, and they know uh, tonight probably they can use him in the second game of the back-to-back. So if that's the case, definitely. Thompson, I like him when it's come for. So that's that's all depend. Muscala, I like him actually even as a backup because there's no Noel, so he will play some minutes, and Adams might not even be able to play his full 30 plus minutes tonight without Noel. So it's also that's why I'm still gonna like Muscala even a little bit. So Muscala in FD. I know I didn't talk about him in DK. I definitely like him in DK too, and I think in DK is like power forward and center. So you can use him in the forward position, in the power forward, in the center, and utility position. So there's 4 plays there. So that's even better when he can play more than one position. And I believe it's about the same price too, 4K I believe in DK. So Muscala in DK, oh even cheaper, 3.5K. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm all in Muscala in DK for sure. FD is something else, but definitely in NGK at that price. Uh, so he was definitely one of my players in the team that have 4 players that are 4K and below. All you talk about Towns, all you talk about Thompson. Howard, it's all depend. If Howard is starting, there's nothing to think about. I'm not saying go all in, but you need to have him in most of your lineups, definitely. All right, so we have. Let me get some water, and then I'm gonna just go over the chat and see what you guys put in there, and then yeah, just went to it. So hey, what's going on, Thomas? I keep saying Nana, but Chem Chem. Uh, Diallo will be a good play to feed them studs. Actually, when I told you I have 4 players that are 4.4K and below, Diallo is one of them. And that was I made that last. Let me look at that lineup real quick. I made that last night, knowing that Gallo was gonna be out because I see what they did with Gallo yesterday. I mean, not yesterday. When last time they had a 2 game slate, they did the same thing where Gallo didn't play in the back-to-back game. But of course, they don't wanna spot that. They just put Fang or anything like that. So he didn't play because it's a back-to-back. Let me look at that last lineup I make with Siakam. Oh, you mean Jalo? Yeah, Siakam. I was like, Siakam is not playing today. All right, so lineup. Let me look Jalo. I have 2 lineup with Jalo actually already. Let's see. Upcoming Jalo. Yep, I have 2 lineup with Jalo already, and one of them has Muscala too. So definitely wanna take a chance on Jalo today. Uh, Brown will run. Brown will run definitely as a for OKC today. Brown can actually play 3 positions. He can play as a PG, as a shooting guard, and as a small forward. So for OKC today, so Brown. Now that I know he's back, so I'm gonna have to probably make some changes and get him in there at that price. He's just too cheap. So right now, with Brown, they got him playing the shooting guard position, but he can play the small forward and the backup point guard for Derrick Rose if they want to do that. Davis is going to sit. Davis is not going to sit. There is no. Why would be Davis reason to sit? I don't see why Davis would sit in this game. Um, let's see. Oh, they have him questionable right now, so they're changing from Port, probable to questionable. So yeah, I can see that happen now. So hopefully that's not the case because I already have some lineup with him. If that's the case, then that will make it even easy. Then you're gonna have to have Kozma in there. If that's the case, if Davis seed, then Kozma. Let's see, is Kozma still questionable? If Dave is gonna sit, then Kozma gonna make it in my top four definitely. I don't like Kozma as a player, as a team player, but for fantasy wise, I will definitely play him. But if it's a team I'm trying to make, I'm not looking to add Kuzma in it. If I'm building an NBA team like a franchise, I don't. He's young, that's true, but not. I don't see him as a core play. Like he's not gonna be one of those young guys I'm gonna look to have on my team. Let's see, he is probable. So Kuzma will, but as far as fantasy wise, tonight, if he is starting, I will definitely have him in my starting lineup. Even if Adams play, I still don't think he's the play at center. I will play him, but I still don't think he's the play. There's no way if Davis gonna sit and then Howard gonna start, I'm gonna play Adams over Howard. If Adams starting, Davis sit, Kuzma, and then it's gonna be Howard, and then without Maggie, no way I can see myself play. I will have some items for sure, but if I let's say if I have 10 lineups and my choice was between Adams and Howard, I would play Howard in 8 and Adams in 2. Yeah, I don't care how soft. I mean, he looks soft, but he actually not soft. I'm talking about Towns, but he does look like he's soft. Points, not that I like points, but it's just the fact that on a slate like tonight, the thing about it with Kyrie, it's hard to like a lot of players that play with him because Kyrie demand the ball a lot. You know, him is dribble and try to score. Then if he can, then he will look for the next best thing, and so that's why I don't like players that play with Kyrie much, except for a guy that can create it for himself, and that player is Levert and then Weedy. Those guys can create for themselves, but the other player they need a little bit help. Yeah, Diallo, Brown, and maybe Muscala. I would rather have Muscala and Brown rather than Diallo, but I do have Diallo in here too. Okoji is just cheap, man. If you're gonna get this start, Okoji is just cheap. This guy will help you get a lot of those start in your lineup. So why not? Have those guys? And well, I don't give full call. It's 3 call for me. And then I already have those guys already out on my video last night. Those are my call. That's not gonna change. So let's go to YouTube real quick. Yeah, those guys are my call. The video I have last night, those are my call plays, and they're gonna remain my call. So let's go to my channel. That's not gonna change. So I put that video out last night, or you can say this morning. My code there. So let me put the link. So whatever I put on my video for my core is gonna be my core still, and CP3 was one of them. I like CP3 even though it's a back-to-back, and a lot of people might stay away from him because of that, but me personally, I love CP3 as a core play for me. Tomorrow, let's see. Guys, I call myself Invincible DFS. The reason I call myself Invincible DFS because you guys cannot see me. But let me know. I'm thinking of doing it like everybody else. Well, it's not everybody else. Some people where you can actually see the person that's talking to you. So what you guys think? Should I just go ahead and do it that way where you guys can see me while I'm talking to you guys? Of course, I cannot see you guys, but you guys can see me. So I guess because a lot of people that do videos say that when you do it that way, you actually get more subscribers. The fact that they can connect they can see the person that's talking, that putting those videos out, that's doing all those other stuff. So that's something I'm thinking about doing. Uh, so for right now, we'll see. I just want to hear what you guys have to say. Yeah, Okoji, man, to 3,700. You know, he started last game, so and then the price came out before, of course, what he did yesterday. So that's why the price didn't go up. So that's gonna be the last time he's gonna be that cheap. So if you wanna jump to Okoji, do it. If he get the start, why wouldn't you wanna play a guy that gonna get the start that can give you up to 30 some points for that price? I don't see anybody better than him at this price range. The only other guy is probably Brown, but Brown I don't think gonna play 35. Might not play that 35 minutes. He's coming back from a back surgery where he missed what 3 4 games. So I don't see why you wouldn't want to take a chance on Okoji. Yeah, last night he did good. I didn't know he was starting. By the time I knew he was starting, it was too late. If I knew that, could have made me some more money than I made yesterday. And then one of the guys that signed up to my subscriber, he mentioned him, but I didn't. I thought he just liked them, not. But I guess he knew he was starting. I didn't even. Somehow I missed that. Uh, he said, "Man, Okoji," but I was like, "Why?" Then he came back to me after the night, like, "Hey, I told you about Okoji." So, but then that's the thing. If you guys like a play, hey, go for it. I'm starting that next week, Thomas. I'm starting that next week where we're gonna start building lineups. We're gonna start, get everybody's at least one play that you wanna see in that lineup. So definitely next week, probably Monday, I'm gonna start the show, and then the last 10 minutes of the show, we're gonna start building lineups, and but it's gonna be not just one person, but all of us together building a lineup, and so. For example, let's say if we like a player and if 3 of us don't like it and 5 of us like it, then we'll go with that player because more people like that. So we're gonna start doing that next week together, building lineups, and but it's up to you guys. If you that lineup, anybody are welcome to play that lineup if they want to. Just you know, just know that, and even if that, let's say for example, that lineup end up finish first, there's nothing wrong with splitting that lineup with that little over sales and stuff like that. So, or you can at the end you can end up changing one player and add your own player in it to just make it a little bit different. So, but yeah, we're gonna. So that would be the best thing. Whatever lineup we come up with, you can change a player and then add your own player. Yeah, we're gonna do it live on. We're gonna do it online. We're gonna get everybody. So of course, a lineup on FD it's gonna be about, well, it's 9 players, ZK 8 players. So you know, so some of us might not have a chance to have the play that we like in there. So, but we're gonna have everybody's opinion and we're gonna do it together. And then from there, it's up to you if you wanna use that lineup. If you do, you can either change it or make all the lineup that looks like it and then use it for, and then hopefully together we can win some money. Well, yeah, we're gonna start that Monday. So I have to do some research and stuff like that. And I'm also thinking just starting to show myself so you guys can finally see the person that been doing those video and those live sessions. But that's probably gonna come later than sooner. Well, my favorite research is mostly I didn't sign to anybody, but now I do sign up with I don't even know should I even give them any credit since I'm paying for it. They're not giving it to me free, but I gotta talk to them about it too. So, but let's see, I'm talking about rotowire.com. That's who I mostly use. Uh, and also, I'm not even gonna lie, I also listen to some people that do the same thing that I do, you know. So, uh, but I always put myself out early, so it's always after I do that. So, you know, so nobody can say that. So usually I do my stuff early of the night. So, and then during the day, that like maybe this afternoon, I might listen to some other people and hear their takes, and then like one time I did mine, and then I listened to who was this guy I listened to? The bear. And then he almost like exactly the same plays that I have. And I know it's not because you watch mine, it's just that sometimes it's gonna be like that because we're gonna you know, sometimes we're gonna have almost the same kind of plays just because we in our thoughts that play NBA fantasy basketball, it's bound to happen because we just know the matchup those guys are playing and we love it, and then sometimes it's gonna happen. You know, that's why sometimes you have line up exactly as other players because if you play this thing as long as a lot of us do, it's gonna happen, especially in short slate. So, and then sometimes when I see that, like when I like a player, and then if somebody make their video before me, and then I saw they like that, I'm like, oh man, if you play CP3 on FD, would you play Napier or the other PG spot? Okay, actually, I think I have already some lineup. Let me look my lineup in FD real quick. Let me go to FD. No, actually, even before I go on FD right now, for some reason, I don't like Napier. I know he got hurt yesterday and he came back, so I don't know if I. So me personally, I would rather go with. Oh, I would rather go with somebody like Dunn. Dunn go with. Let's see how much is Dunn. Dunn is 5.5. And Napier, how much is Napier? Napier is 5. Oh, Napier is 4.8. Whoa, he is cheap. Napier is 4.8. In ZK is what, 5.6? Oh, Napier is actually cheap. Oh man, it's okay. Honestly, if I was you, I would build my lineup with CP3 and everybody else, and then see how much I got left for the other point guard. If it's less than 5.5, then I'll go Napier. If it's like less than 6.2, then I will go with Dunn. That's how I would do it. I would have my last point guard as I would try to build that lineup with everybody else and then leave that point guard position open. Hey guys, since there's not a lot of you guys right now, so let me tell you that it's always good to watch. The good thing today is the last game is at 8:30, so that doesn't really matter tonight. But in the night when we have game at 10:30, 10 o'clock, always try to get the player from those games, guys, because most likely the winning lineup gonna have a player from the last two games. So I know a lot of time when we are making our lineup, we just look into in our head whatever play we think is the best play. We don't even care about the time. But always try to get a player that play in the last 2-3 games. Yes, it will be good to see you have all your players from 7 o'clock, and then you're looking at you're like, wow, I'm winning so much. Then you're gonna just keep watching your money, just keep going down, 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 down. You're like, damn. Now, let's say if you have two players, like yesterday, I only had two players starting at 7 o'clock and I was winning. That was great, because you still have other players coming up. Then, of course, I make some changes that didn't work out. Still end up cashing, but, sometimes that's what's going to happen. With news, you make changes or you like, should I do this, should I do that? Sometimes it's just better to stick with what you had, but sometimes you just have to make those changes. You just, but definitely try to, on small slate, the thing about small slate, you're gonna have to find one of those non-popular cheap plays usually because the top guy is gonna most likely gonna be heavy. No, let me talk about Napier. Napier, the thing about the reason I didn't say anything about Napier, for some reason I didn't even check him on FD because FD is what 5.6. And then I know he got hurt yesterday. I don't know if you know that. He would definitely have a better game yesterday, but he got hurt yesterday, then came back because I was in the squad chart, and then some of the guys that had him was complaining about how man, I wish he didn't get hurt. Now he's gonna mess me up. Then I saw him came back because he had 14. I remember he had 14 in the first half, and before he got hurt, then he left and he came back. Yeah, I was definitely, yeah. So that's good. He came back, so it should be good to go. But now I realize he's only 4.k in FT. I'm definitely gonna take a chance on him, but I still like Dunn a little bit better, to be honest. So, but I would do it where I try to do my point guard last, and if I have less than price for Dunn, then I would definitely go with Napier. Then you can have a lineup with both of those guys if you want, because Dunn should. The thing about it, I don't know if you guys. Okay, let me talk about some players I don't talk about. I'm talking about Joe. Since you're talking about, let's see your question again. You said any good pivots hard on a small slate. The thing about small slate, a lot of the time you're gonna see a lot of lineup that are exactly the same. So, like on today's slate, there are some guys that might not be popular that could somehow, but you have to remember those guys can also don't do anything. But if you look at the Chicago game, here's a player that could actually be good that nobody's talking about. Hutchinson. He could, let me go ahead and type his name here. Sometime you guys might not really hear them because of the accent that I have. So let me put him on the small forward for ZK. This guy right here could actually, for some reason, Satoransky has been losing minutes. All right, Satoransky has been losing minutes, and then they've been going to this guy. And then now that we have all those forwards are also out for, centers and forward are out for Chicago, that's a player that could actually, he is back playing minutes for that team. If you look, let's see how many minutes he has been playing. So you have to find players like that, but also know those players might not give you anything. But if you look at he has been playing in the last. Wow, he has been playing actually. I didn't even realize that since January 8th. He has been playing, and as you can see, last two games he had 24 fantasy points and 20.75, playing 20 minutes each game. So now that Chicago has all those guys out, that's a guy that's gonna see minutes, and Sadowski hasn't been really good. Even yesterday, he only played 24 minutes, 25 minutes. Now, Satoransky is also a player out of nowhere that could just go off today. Those are the things. The thing about it, if you play one lineup, it's hard for you to play those kind of players. Somebody that play a lot of lineups, I don't say go and play a lot of lineups. Now you have to have a budget. If your budget is to play one lineup, that's what you have to do. Don't go out and let me get 10 or 20 or 15 or 150. But the people that can afford to do that, now what they do is they can take all those kind of chances, so they definitely have a better chance to win than people like us that don't play that many lineups. Sometimes I play a lot, but I never really play 150, except for I was trying to play that 5% 150s, but somehow I haven't been doing it lately. I just try to build my lineup with my hands and stuff like that. And another player, let's see, another player that could also be under the radar tonight. So sometimes you have to take those chances, but no, it's either you're probably gonna win a lot or don't win at all. So that's something, and that's why some people rather do. Nance, I don't know about Nance. He went up last game even with Love and TT in the lineup, but TT was bad though. But Thompson. So Maker definitely is a guy I don't want to play tonight because if Juman is gonna play. So Thompson, let me see Thompson. Thompson, yes, only played 21 minutes last game. So, oh yeah, so definitely don't see Thompson only play 21 minutes again. What other player that's Let me tell you some other players that I have in there that I think that could be good. All right, so we already know about Okoji, Rondo, Danny Green. Bunson is that's a 1 game slate. Never mind. Hutchinson, I already talked about them. Muscala, Noel is out, so I got to take him out in one of my lineup. Diallo, even a player like Baisley, you might want to take a chance on. But if you are playing one lineup, most likely you're not gonna do that. And then even if, like for example, yesterday you have this guy named Bates Diop for Minnesota. He had over 20 some fantasy points yesterday. Krabby, that's a player that played 22 minutes yesterday, but didn't do anything with it. So if you play 22 minutes tonight, you never know. It could just go off because this guy is a shooter. So if his shot is falling, you never know. So those are in a 4 game slate. Those are sometimes you're gonna look at the lineup. You're like, man, I would never, never, never make a lineup like that. And that's what one of the guys said yesterday. For the guy that won the 25 cents, he finished first. And one guy was like, man, there's no way I'm gonna have it. There's no way I would win it because I would have never make a lineup like that. So that's the thing. If you're gonna play the 25 cents, you might as well put more lineups in there and try different things. Because in FD there's a 5 cents in there, and if you finish first, let me see FD real quick. Actually, let me see if you guys have any questions. Moody, that's in the first game though. Moody doesn't really count. Yeah, Titi was terrible. He only played 21 minutes. I don't see no way Titi gonna play that many minutes. Felicio, somebody played him yesterday. I told him I didn't like him. How many minutes he played last game, Felicio? Let's check. Felicio he played 24 minutes, so definitely I wouldn't mind taking a chance on him. I see him not this year, not even, but I see him go for over 30 fantasy points before. The game before he had 27.5, so I wouldn't mind go there at all. Honestly, that's actually not a bad play. The only thing, the price is 4.1k. I don't like that price though. How much is it on FD? Let me see. 4.1k out as in FD is like 3.8k, but I love too many centers in FD for me to play him. At that price in DK, I don't know if I want to play him, but that's something that will be different than most people. Definitely that will be different. So he's on and the problem is he's only center too. So that could end up hurting you. He's only center and you have like so many good centers on a 4 game slate today. Not so many, but you have like Towns, you have Embiid, I mean not Embiid, Chom, you have Thompson could be good tonight. Adams if he play. I would rather play Muscala. Muscala is 3.5k. I would rather play Muscala if he's starting. No, Sadowski is fine. He is playing. It's just that he hasn't been playing good. Yeah, Hutchinson actually, I already made a lineup with him. Let me see. Yesterday I was trying in the 50 cents indicate. I was trying to make lineups like I usually wouldn't put in the $15 or the $5. I was trying those lineups. That's what I do in the 25 cents or 50 cents or 5 cents. I try those crazy lineups like that I wouldn't usually put just to be different to see how they're gonna end up at the end of the night. Okay, I have a lineup with where is it? Well, right now I made it last night, so the VC is in there, so I don't. That could change, but I have one with Town. Where's James at? Find James. So I have one with James. Davis and Ben Simmons. Well, that's actually a stack. That's actually a stack I did in the 25 cents. Let me look at the other one. So I have one with Drum and Towns together. So imagine that lineup. And I have one with, yeah, and I have Baisley in there. And I have one with Towns, Chris Paul, and Shy. So I'm trying different things just to see because honestly, if you in front of your computer or your cell phone and you like, man, this lineup ain't going nowhere. But at the end of the night, when you're looking at the winning lineup, you're like, damn, I would never make something like that. So it is possible. And I also saw people win first place with somebody that have 15. Pop or Bradley? Pope. Who's Pope? I know who Bradley is, the backup center. Pope on a small slate, you need to be differentiated. Yeah, you need to be. But at the same time, there's times small slate you're gonna see all the popular play. But most likely it's gonna be somebody that wasn't popular that make you end up winning. When I said winning, I'm not talking about just minimum cash. When I'm talking about winning, I'm talking about top 5. Salowinski hasn't been playing minutes, but so far I'm not thinking about playing him. But I will definitely have a lineup with him because he is so cheap. And then it's like you play him one game, he did nothing for a week, and then the next game when you don't play him, he had like 30, 40 fantasy points. I like Don and I love CP2. I think both of them was on my core play in FG and DK, I believe. Let me check real quick. Here's the link anyway. That's the link to that video. Brown is cheap, man, and Brown has the upside. Let's see, Brown definitely has an upside. If you're just gonna go for the popular play on a small slate, most likely you're gonna end up tying with a lot of people. If you're gonna go with the chalk play, who's you say Pop? Who's Pop? Or Brad? Let me see. Let me go to FGC. Who's Pop? Are you talking about KCP? Oh, I would rather play KCP over. Wait a minute, but they're not in the same slate though. Bradley is on. Oh, Bradley from Lakers. I was thinking you were talking about Bradley for the. I think he played for the Jazz, right? Don't we have a Bradley that played for the Jazz as a backup center? I believe so. Let me check the 1 days. Okay, no, I would rather go with KCP than Bradley. Bradley has been bad, even though I have Bradley in a stack though. But I have KCP in there too. But why play those guys when you can play Okoji or Brown? Unless if you're looking for somebody that's cheaper than Okoji or Brown. Okoji is 3.7k. How much is Bradley? Bradley is 3.2, so he's cheaper. And then you have Caldwell Pope is 3.7. Yeah, I would rather go with Okoji over KCP. They're the same price. Brown is 2.9k, and then you have Okoji. They're exactly the same position too. Now I would take Okoji over KCP anytime, even though there's a chance KCP can outscore him, but I see that happen 2 in 10 tries. So I would go with Okoji here. Okoji will definitely be more popular though. Now, if you need a player that's 3.2K and below, then Brown, of course. 3.2K, let me see. Any player that's 3.2K and below? Brown probably still not, let's see, 3.2K and below. I think I like Jalo better. Yeah, I like Jalo better. 3.2K and below, Jalo would be my choice. Yeah, I didn't talk about Scott, so Scott also in there too now. But Jalo would be my choice, then probably Scott. Yeah. So, huh. I didn't think about Scott, so I probably have to take Bradley out on my lineup and put Scott. But Jalo would be my choice out of 3.2K and below. Maurice, LBJ, or LBJ points. Well, the good thing is we have LBJ in there. Maurice. Oh, Markeith? Oh, I would go points, honestly. Uh, oh, that's actually, never mind. I will take that back. Markeith is starting. I know he didn't do bad last game. Markif play power forward and center. Quench play Quench is cheaper too. Quench is cheaper. I think I'll just play points, man. I'll go with points. I'll take the 400 discount. I'll take the 400 discount and upgrade somewhere else if I can. All right, so tonight it looks like Spencer Dinwiddie guys will be coming off the bench. So which means Spencer Dinwiddie gonna be coming off the bench, which means that no, which means that my boy should be starting. And I like this guy, man. He's really a good player. So with Spencer Dinwiddie coming off the bench, I see there's no way Tempo starting. So I cannot see them starting Tempo here. That's just gonna be wrong. They better start my boy, not Tempo. So hopefully Brooklyn go back and start small forward Levert here. Levert was a keep. I love Levert. I have him in both sides, I believe. Levert is one of my, as him as a cheap play, but could have been a core play. So Levert, I have him both TK and FD. So Spencer Dinwiddie will be off the bench. Yeah. That's another guy you guys might want to take a chance on. Clarkson. If Jordan will out. So Jordan is out. Clarkson, definitely you guys wanna we should take a chance on Clarkson. How much is Clarkson tonight? 3.3K. So he is center only. I rather play Clarkson than who was that guy who was just talking about? Who was that again? Let me see if I can find him. Felicio. I rather play Clarkson over Felicio. So that's eliminate Felicio for me right here. But if you do have Felicio, he will be less popular. And if you end up doing great, then you could be looking good. But me personally, I rather go with Clarkson at 3.3K. Save that 800 over that Clarkson, man. The only thing, in 19 minutes at 28 fantasy, 29 basically fantasy points when it was 300. But the only thing is you have to remember who they are playing, who they are going against, which means they can be falling a lot. A lot of fall can be in this game. Juman can find those guys out. Those guys are not big enough to stay with John. One person that's not happy today is Spencer Dinwiddie. So Jordan will out. That means two things. One is Clarkson should see some minutes, and then oh yeah, Levert was only on my list as my favorite cheap play. So I'm good there. I like him then. I like him now. Hey guys, I don't know if you guys know about this website. That's another website you guys can follow. You'll get some news. So, I'm sharing everything with you guys. You guys probably already know about it already, but let me paste it for you guys here. That's the website you guys can follow. That tell you everything. It's a drafting website. You get the news, the stats, everything there too. So that's basically it, guys. I'll stay a little bit longer. I appreciate you guys. I will be in Discord later, so good luck tonight. And I hope I see you guys. If it's not me, of course, it's got to be one of you guys. I hope I see you guys somewhere on the top winning lineups. Okay. So, hey, Thomas, I don't know what name you use on your fantasy sports. Joe, I already know what you use. So anyway, that's basically it, guys. I appreciate you guys. Good luck, and yeah, let's win some money tonight. Oh, that's you. Okay, all right. I didn't know that was you, G. I call you G, right? Alright, guys. Yeah, I didn't know that was you, G. Okay, I know yesterday you came into the side, but I didn't know that was you, man. Hey, appreciate you, man. So Monday we're gonna start trying to work on building lineups together, guys. So again, thank you to all of you guys, and then I'll see you guys in the chat. I'm out. Yeah, a lot of fantasy labs. A lot of people use fantasy labs. So I just go ahead and use my live DraftKings and stuff like that. So, and then Wotowa is mostly for lineups that I use them. All right, guys. So I'm out for now. So later I will be in Discord.